Wild, and I am doing my project on The Patriot. The Patriot is a movie about a man named Benjamin Martin who starts off as a peaceful farmer with 4 sons and 2 daughters, but who ends up as a Revolutionary War hero. After Benjamin's son Gabriel joins the Continental Army, the movie shows a brief glimpse through 2 years of Gabriel's life and stops with a fight between the two armies outside of the Martins' home. We watch as Gabriel Martin stumbles back home only to get captured and watch his house be burned and brother killed by a British man named Tavington. This is when Benjamin Martin becomes angry and goes inside the burning house to grab a few guns and a tomahawk and chase after the British men who took Gabe. This next famous scene is when Benjamin Martin gets his nickname of the Ghost as he and his 2 youngest sons take on the British soldiers, and he ends the fight with a vicious tomahawk throw into a soldier's back and rescues Gabe. We then see Benjamin Martin join the ranks of the army that he said he would never join. The movie carries on as Benjamin Martin and his men use guerrilla tactics to kill many convoys of British troops. One such attack was on a British ship and shows a party happening nearby, with the leader of the British watching helplessly as the ship goes up in flames. We then see the characters enjoy themselves with friends and families for some peaceful and quiet times. Soon after shows one of the ambushes that Benjamin Martin planned go terribly wrong, as it is a trap by the British in which many men of Benjamin's are killed or captured and the rest escape to Swamp Base disheartened. With quick thinking and smart decisions, Benjamin uses decoys to trick the British into making a prisoner exchange, getting the captured men back. It then moves on to show us as Miss Charlotte's house, and where Benjamin's children are in, get set on fire by an angry Tavington who wants revenge, though the kids get away safely. The children and Charlotte end up at the location where the family's former slaves are being held and are met by Gabriel and Benjamin. Gabriel Martin then marries Anne Howard, who was a longtime friend of his. In this touching scene, we also see Benjamin Martin and Miss Charlotte kiss and share a touching moment by themselves. Tears are then shed as Benjamin's daughter says her first words to him as he is about to depart again. It all ends abruptly as we see a horrific event unfold as Anne and the people of the town are put into a church and are burned alive. The angry Gabriel and a few other men go find Tavington and his men. The fight that ensues shows the death of many people on both sides, and though it looks to be a win for Gabriel, Tavington turns and stabs him at the last moment. The grief-stricken Benjamin then goes with the troops for one last war. The battle begins, and though at first it seems the Confederates will lose, we see Benjamin push forward and watch as the others turn and take over the field and the war. In the end, with Tavington dead and Benjamin Martin hurt, we see that the Confederates have finally won the war.